I forgot to turn that part off. We had a lot of stuff going on here in the background, and this is going to be a fun show. I'm excited about today for a lot of reasons. We are absolutely ramped up right now. We got Meter in the house. Meter sitting in third place here on the top fans, top chart. We're looking at the top charts here. So, big stacked show today. We got a lot of guests coming on, so we're going to kind of get into it relatively quickly. So if you are one of our guests, you are hanging out in the lobby here. I haven't even opened up Zoom yet, but I saw an email saying that you guys are here. So you gals are here. So we'll get to that here in a second.
He's a good guy, you know.
He's a great guy.
He can't really come on the show very much, but he's here every
all the time.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Just we have to pad those stats, right?
Yeah.
He's helping us pad our stats, boosting the algorithm. That's what we need from everybody. We need likes and shares, and just even if you have the show, go if you've got like multiple bedrooms in your house or multiple IP addresses, or if you live in like India or Philippines and you've got access to a bunch of SIM cards, go ahead and log into YouTube and the Spick and Span Show, and let's boost these numbers, everybody. Let's boost these numbers. Okay, quickly. Getting to it on I was just telling Kyle, it's shout out to everybody who's holding Beyond Meat stock. If all the vegans out there and the vegetarians who have been gobbling up juicy Beyond Meat stock since Friday of last week. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take any financial advice from me, but it is ripping. We are partying right now. Let's go. Been eating Beyond calls today. That's right, Meter. I was going to screenshot and send you some gains, but you know what happens every time you do that? It tanks. So I've been holding off on it, but I've been trimming off. I was telling Kyle. Kyle was a little upset at me, but I blame Amazon Web Services for going down on Monday. Otherwise, I would have told you. And then I went surfing this morning at 6:30 a.m., and so I wasn't able to even see anything until I got back in the car. And once I got in the car, it was pandemonium.
Wait, what does Amazon Web Services have to do with that?
AWS went down. I don't know if you noticed that some of your favorite websites might not have been functioning properly yesterday morning, but it was actually probably before you had woken up. The problem had been solved. But from about 3 a.m. Eastern time, which is midnight, actually, so you probably were up on Sunday, so websites were not working. AWS was the cause of it. Chris Sawtell knows. Anyway, so like a bunch of financial service sites weren't working. So if yesterday was like the market crash, like they said it was going to be, they're predicting, because it was like the 20-year, 30-year, 40-year anniversary of the
Y2 4K,
something like that. Anyway,
4K HD.
Everything was fishy. Everything was going on yesterday. Was a little fishy, and so no buy or sell orders could happen on a lot of the sites, and Amazon Beyond Meat was getting squeezed, and so as soon as all of everything worked out, the stocks were going up. We were ripping yesterday. Yeah. Yes.
This is for later, right?
That's a 5 p.m.er.
Okay.
5 p.m.er. So anyway, shout out to 3 King JT. Also, big shout out to everybody who is a show supporter and names in green, or if you guys just watch the show, we really appreciate everybody's support, especially the sponsors down below with the boys from NECTR. We got BFP Gear, Junior and Gina. Best place to buy your gear, whether it's on Black Friday or it's not Black Friday or it's just a random Tuesday and you want to buy some gear, get it from BFP Gear. How many times do you think I can say gear.com? And then we got Pate Smith Law. We're gonna get into Pate Smith here in a little bit as well. But today on the show, we've got a lot of, like I said, guests. We got Joe Barrett coming on the show from Paintball Passport. He's actually headed out to Brazil this weekend. We got the WCPPL this weekend. I'm heading up there on Thursday. You're probably gonna be there on Thursday. Yeah. Probably walking the fields. Yeah.
Setting up the booth.
And Frankie, hook it up for the Imperial program. Shoot me an email or a DM. Get a hold of me if your team needs sponsorship for 2026. The Imperial program is being revamped. We got a handful of packages for everybody that includes contingency. Some don't include contingency. But definitely if your team needs new threads for 2026, hit me up or visit paintballsponsorship.com and you guys can have a look. We've got a couple packages tailored for everybody's needs. And there's some new goggle options that are going to be coming out. So that's pretty exciting, right? Most of them you can choose from any of the ProFlexes you kind of see here in the background. You don't actually get my personal ProFlex, but you get a ProFlex. Or there's going to be a couple new frames possibly coming out. What do you think about that? Those are great. Those are brand new. Little DV8 Customs right there.
Wait, were you wearing these?
Now, I have not even put those on my face, I don't think. But I've been wearing all sorts of goggles.
Yeah,
here.
these look good.
Those are really clean, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamin the DV8 guys built those
stuff.
for me. Yeah, it's really nice. The ears are nice.
Oh, they put everything on this?
Oh, we got the whole deal. This is actually, this is a little secret project right there. A little dragon eyes, a little spooky. Yeah, this is a nice build.
Yeah.
We're gonna give one of these things away. I had a package being shipped here. It was being overnighted, but it has not arrived. If I get a UPS notification, we'll grab it. But it is a Boat Squad member gift, and it's sick. So Boat Squad members, all 4 of you guys, you got a 25% chance of winning it. And if you're Jonas Falleth from Norway, we're gonna have to package a lot of stuff together. We're gonna package a lot of stuff up together, and prep you guys out there. So I'm gonna launch the Zoom here, and we've got the Tiki Ohana girls and Coach Ricky on the call here today. And like I said at earlier, we got Joe Barrett. Every chip you have to eat it right in front of the mic.
I just realized
really
we gotta move this because
you gotta move that. You can't have that there. This is the worst thing to have on like a talk show. Is us just like crinkling potato chips. I saw one and I couldn't help myself. But I at least ate it right here in front of this. I hope that you guys really like that. Also, I've got a cup. Yes, that's right. Paintball for life. I've got a couple of new signature series items that one of which I'm wearing right now. This is like a little sample, but we'll have a couple of them available at World Cup with a couple other cool little things. I got another sample some of you guys may have seen already. Just testing the waters to see what people like. Shout out to Palm Bay Paintball. So yeah, hell of an intro. So let's get right to it because, like I said, we have a packed show. We got a bunch of questions here for them, and I do want to thank Bob, Mr. Bob Howe from runs the WNXL webcast on the Premier Field. So he is responsible for you guys who are semi-pros and everybody who plays on the Premier Field for getting a clean, crisp webcast. And he's the one who set all this up, so I do appreciate that. We'll give him a little plug throughout the show. I'm going to launch this meeting here. And like I said, big thanks to him and all of our show supporters and sponsors. If any of you guys have any questions specifically about the WNXL, or you guys have any questions whatsoever, let's
can always ask.
Let's just ask. Like, why not? Why not ask, right? So let me open a couple things here. We're gonna get on to the NECTR projector here. Oh, I'm gonna scoot over this way a little bit. All right. Checking. I can hear you guys. Give me 1 second. I am going to put you up on the screen. All right. There we are. I'll make you guys a little bit bigger here. Let's get a little bit bigger. We got three of you stacked in here. So, you might want to close that door because when the kids get ready, they're going to start ripping here. Sorry. Technicals. All right. What's up, everybody? How we doing? We got Coach Ricky. We got Natasha and Camila right here from Tiki Ohana, the WNXL teams here. One thing I want to do is congratulate all y'all on being a part and pioneering in the women's paintball thing. I think that it's great for the sport. One of the things that we really lacked, wasn't necessarily the abundance of players, but just a place for all of you girls to play and compete, and the more teams that we have, the better by far, especially in the women's side. And I think it's great because it's a really good, paintball obviously, as you know, is a very empowering sport, and it's a very encompassing sport anybody can play, which is why us two short guys, found a nice home here outside of basketball and football. But it's a really great way for all of us to be able to compete on a level playing field, and I think it's fantastic. So thank you for being a part of the WNXL. But I want you to, at your own leisure, who would like to talk over themselves, introduce yourselves a little bit. Tell us, who you are, where you play out of, and then Ricky, why don't we let them start, and then I'll get your coaching stuff. going?
All right, well, I can start, I guess.
Okay.
Um, what's up, everyone? My name is Natasha Lopez. I'm number 16 for Tiki Ohana. Um, I'm originally from Miami, Florida, born and raised. I right now I am currently playing in Tiki's Paintball Park. And yeah, we practice there every weekend. I lived in Maryland for a while as well, so I was able to play at NR paintball, which was pretty nice too. I got a little bit of a different paintball culture over there. Um, and yeah, that's basically me.
Okay.
And so, hey guys, so I'm Camila or Cami, and I'm also from Miami, born and raised. Actually, Natasha is my sister-in-law. So, um, we've known each other for a long time, but yeah, I still live in Miami. So I commute for practices to Tampa, and I practice at Tiki's with the team, but when I'm in Miami, I do usually like practice at like some of the local fields down here that we have, like family paintball, and like there we have also like a field down in like I think it's Homestead, and then as well like in Miramar, one that belongs to like Silos, and then like I think it's Payless, and then another one Invasive, I believe, by like Splat further down. So those are like usually some fields I sometimes hit up on the weekends, but yeah.
What's the field that's in? It's not indoors, but it's like it's covered with nets on all the sides. Is that the family?
Yeah, you were there for a
Yeah.
clinic I think like a year or two back.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yeah, that was cool. It's like right off the highway, right?
Pretty much. We're actually like about 15 minutes from your alma mater, Nati.
No way.
Basically right around the corner.
No way. That'd be great. I wish we were closer to paintball fields out here. I feel like Florida's got a ton of paintball fields. I mean, we've got a lot, but like
We're only like 20 minutes from here.
yeah. You guys got some really nice fields up there.
We're lucky for sure,
Mm-hmm.
compared to the stories I've heard, over the years, especially the Midwest guys. Those guys drive for practice, man.
Oh yeah, I know. Like I always hear the stories of like the Chicago guys driving down to St. Louis, and then someone's got to drive like 4 to 6 hour drives for paintball, which is shout out to all you guys. Speaking of shout outs, thank you, Chris Sawtell. We're adding some names to the giveaway list here, loading people up with some memberships. So, Ricky, let's get what's the story with you? What do you where are you from? What do you do? How'd you get into the coaching gig?
Okay. I was born in New York, spent some time in there, but I'm pretty much from Orlando. Central Florida is my home. I've been there since I believe it was 7th grade, so however age that was. But I've been playing paintballs since 2003. I just slowly came up the ranks and played a lot of paintball, fell in love with the game just like everybody did, Ryan, in the birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
the birthday party thing like everybody else. And I got into coaching. I ran my own program, just a divisional program, and I got into coaching there, and I kind of fell in love with coaching. I had a couple of weekends where I couldn't play because I was hurt, but I coached all weekend. And I'm sure you two guys understand, I kind of was still satisfied at the end of the weekend. I was like, wow, I coached all weekend, and I kind of got my paintball satisfaction there. So that was the first time I kind of felt, ooh, I could probably be a coach and still feel good about my participation in the game. So the problem is, Ryan, as you know, I mean, we still can play paintball, at an older age. So I'm having a hard time quitting the game, but I still like playing, but I'm going to kind of move more into coaching here in the next few years and stick with that more, and, kind of give up shooting at paintball players and kind of just coach the up and coming players.
Yeah, that's the move. Like you get the competitive drive side of thing there. You get to kind of see your vision unfold on the field, and then when you want to we want to play paintball, you just go out there and shoot some walk-ons. I'm all about that. I'm ready for the days. Like I'm ready for the golden era, or whatever you call it.
Play 10-man. That's it. You just got to play 10-man.
No. I'm not messing around with 10-man. 10-man's way too dangerous. I'm with Kyle on the 10-man thing. I need like
Fun.
I need way less competition, way less possibility of injury, and just some people that are unranked on the other side also. Like, you know, I need some unranked souls to throw into the belt.
shameless plug. It is way less dangerous at Tiki's at the ICPLs here.
You want to know something crazy? Is
amazing.
So first of all, every bit of grass in Florida is dangerous. First of all, every grass or any kind of like natural terrain in Florida is deadly. Second of all, one of my many injuries came from Tiki's. It was just I rolled my ankle, and it wasn't even like the ground wasn't even. I just tweaked my ankle at the first practice, and it still bothers me. Part of that is because I'm older, but I also the other part is that even on flat, perfect ground, I just can't turn it off. You know, like you can't I don't mind playing on the hyperball fields and stuff, but the second you get when there's any like unlevel terrain and sticks, pungy sticks, and like, you know, you guys get it.
Yeah.
You got to send
I'm
it.
definitely like that.
I feel.
For sure. Do all you girls play 10-mans and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we don't volunteer or we volunteer them, or we're playing them.
Okay, cool. So are you playing paintball like as much as you can?
As much,
Basically, yeah.
pretty much, yeah. Like I think it's a lot harder to find a weekend off to go to the farmers market than it is to go to the paintball field.
So take me through your routine when you go to the field, like now as a competitor versus kind of like when you were just playing for fun. What's the routine at the field?
So at least when I would get to the field, since I was in college when I first started paintball, so it was more of a side hobby. It wasn't something I did like with a lot of intent. I had a team, so I would show up, I would, gear up, kind of warm up, stretch, and then I loved starting my mornings with 1v1s if I could, but like it's a small field, so it's whatever you can do with one speedball field.
Sure.
And then it would just be a lot of running points, or if the field was empty, I would love to drill if the field was empty.
Uh-huh.
And I would take full advantage of that and just work on snap shooting, running, gunning, anything that I could possibly like work on.
So you're constantly trying to kind of better your, just kind of like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, because I feel like to be the best like athlete you can be, you have to be well-rounded, and at least like you can have your specialties and maybe like you're really good at doing a certain thing, but in overall you have a really good set of skills in average that I think that's like a really high, like I value that a lot. So I like to practice just every aspect of the game as you can, because there are times where the game does end up being like a 1v1 or 2v1, and it's like you gotta just because you're a back player doesn't mean you can't. You have to be able to move. You got to be able to go.
Right. And what position do you play?
So I've been moved around a lot, but I usually play in the front.
Okay.
In general, I started off in the snake as the 1, and then I was doing the Dorito front player, and then now I'm like kind of the 2 on the snake sometimes, along with the 1, kind of playing it. Both of us kind of like just seeing who goes where.
How about you, Natasha?
So I definitely stick to either the back or the Dorito side. Front or back, definitely Kami is like all speed. So that's why we kind of like to have her in the snake and pushing, and it
I'm usually in
definitely
the
helps.
front.
Yeah, it definitely helps push our girls too to like move forward, because Kami's always just like go, 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 go. So that's basically how we kind of just use each other. I'm not the fastest, but when we do our drills and everything, when we work on our aim and our accuracy, I feel like that's where I try to use my better skills at. So I tend to be a little bit more in the back and the Dorito side.
It's really funny because our skill sets are very like opposite in a sense. She's a really good shooter. I'm like really athletic. So it's really funny to put us against each other in a 1v1 because I can only run so fast against a paintball.
Yeah, you can't
All of us,
outrun
yeah,
the
that's how all of us go, pretty much. Well, then what do you think? So, Ricky, what do you think that the girls need to work on most, kind of leading into Cup?
Oh, Ryan.
Yeah. So, okay, just a little,
Okay.
just to preface this, I think you guys are sitting
Yeah.
in fifth or sixth or seventh.
Seventh. We're in seventh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we're in, yeah.
They have to believe themselves that this work is paying off. I mean, that might be more so the coaching staff. You know, we have to instill some more confidence in them. But the system that I'm trying to build, I tell them all the time, they're fitting right into the pieces. And we're gonna lose matches we think we should win. We're gonna lose while we're building this program, but they themselves have to believe that they're good at paintball. I mean, they're good at paintball. So, we got to stop being afraid of the I'm not going to name names because we're about to play them, so I can't empower any of the girls who are about to play, but the good players in the WNXL, and those girls are out there working out, putting in the work every weekend, but so are our girls. Our girls are putting in the work. They come to practice, they listen, they deal with me, and they have to believe in themselves that they can do it. The rest of this, I mean, you already know we have a couple practices left and cups here. The work really is already done. How much more teaching are we going to be able to do in the next couple of weeks? Right now, it's going to be, finding out who's going where on the field and how we're going to lock everything down. And it's just, they got to believe that they can do it, man. So that's really the number one thing we have to work on the field. X's and O's, black and white, closing. We're a pretty good break shooting team, and that comes with the belief. They have to understand that we're gonna have the advantage. Let's close. Let's melt them. Let's constrict these girls, step on their necks, stuff like that. We struggle in that part, so I'd like to see us do a lot better going in the cup with that, and that's on the coaching staff and the girls as well.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. The kind of the teaching the belief side of things, because self-doubt. Obviously, we had Dan Shelley on last week. Not sure if you got a chance to listen to that one or read his book or know anything about that story, but that leads into quite a bit, and that's a big thing in all sports really is that belief. I don't know, Kyle, what do you think on that for rallying? Because you share the same kind of thoughts and similarities with coaching. What do you think as far as that? Like, what do you do to kind of like, let's just say TJ Bastards are not, they're all like, they don't see like the most motivated like during the week, but then you get to the event. So what is it, the spark that you help to ignite with them, and like what do you do for that sort of thing?
I mean, I'm pretty like, I think the biggest thing is being pretty realistic, and also trying to use like a lot of analogies and metaphors that relate to like their outside life, and making sure that they have a balance, but also understand that, like something I was working on this weekend when we were practicing you guys was just like realizing that at some point they're going to not have paintball anymore. And I was like, you guys are for sure going to miss it. You don't realize now, but you are going to miss it. So in the time that you have, those guys we have a pretty like relaxed system. They're not like really held to a ton of different, standards that like, you have to be we're doing 2-day practices. They have a lot of leniency. So I'm like, just, don't look at it more so as like at paintball. It's like, look at it as getting to compete at this level. Like it's really hard to find things to compete at, and from WNXL to semi-pro, I mean, any division, it's hard to find something that is that competitive in everyday life. Like even, you have video games or stuff like that, but I don't think the intensity is quite there. So kind of just like working on the mindset to value it, and also like you're saying, Ricky, too, is like believing in the work, because your subconscious will carry a lot the rest of the way just to get you to whatever your goal is. If you fully believe like this is the goal, I'm gonna get there, you'll like be surprised what you can do if you just have that like as like this is the only option. And I think I always use this example too, like, you know, if someone like overshoots you and you're like, I'm gonna get you back, and like I'm going to get you back, and then maybe the next point you shoot like 3 people and then you get that person back, and then you're like, well, hey, you did like, where did that come from? You remember you shot all those 3 people, and someone might be like, no, but I got that person back. You're like, hey, wait, do you just realize what you did?
Yeah.
You know, so
Harnessing that energy.
yeah, I've been more so on that like the last year of like how powerful your mind is. So
Right. Yeah. Trying to coach the ladies as intense as I was coached by like Jeremy Salm isn't typically the option, right? Yeah. So I have to learn how to deliver those. I have to learn how to deliver that same intent, because he had some good points to practice in the event, but I had to learn how to stuff like that and deliver it the right way. So
yeah, man, it's such a fine line that you walk to, and it's crazy because I deal with it. I have to go over it with Kyle Berry quite often, right? Because Kyle and I think a lot of people from the Northeast, there's obviously you have a camp that you grow up in, that you play in, and it's always funny hearing the stories from other people's upbringings, I guess. And you're like, what do you mean you don't run till you puke before you play? And then like you have to do push it and you do this and that. We're like, how are you supposed to play if you can't run it after the thing? He's like, never thought about that. It's like, why am I not supposed to degrade the players? Because like I should be telling them that they're idiots and they suck, right? Because that's what my coach did. I'm like, well, I don't know about that. But you made a good point right there, is like picking out the good, right? What worked from the coaching standpoint, and what do I feel like didn't work? And there's a really important fine line from that. And there's also girls that you can pick up from this too, is like, let me listen to what the coach is saying, because a lot of times the coach is not right. And a lot of the coach doesn't know, let's call it the shot or the specific move or the lane or who is shooting at you. So you need to be able to process the information that you're getting from the coach and figure out the most effective way to use that on the field or in your game or in your life or wherever it is, because it's not always translated verbatim. Like the coaches don't have the guns in their hands. They're not the ones shooting it. There's obviously a lot of pressure on the coaches too, which, even in other sports, it's like, oh, better fire the coach. Well, he's not the one catching the ball or throwing the ball or not throwing the ball or, all these things. So there's an interesting amount of information that you're meant to process, and I struggle with it too from a coaching standpoint. Is sometimes I am like very finite in the details that I give, and things are just way too confusing. We'll do like coaching a D4 team, and I'm like very high end, like high level skill set stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It makes sense to me, right? But it's really interesting to kind of like pick the brains of other coaches, and Ricky, you made a really good point there. Is like, and we can all agree, if you know Jeremy Salm, he was not the nicest he was a very abrasive human being in general. But that's not to say he didn't have any gold nuggets in there, right? So picking that out and being able to nicely present all that information, right?
Right. You also have to have, I think, or at least I have to have the athletes a little bit. They have to be intelligent enough to understand the difference when I am curt or strong with them. Mm-hmm. It's not that I don't like them or I hate them. It's because they are good players. They, especially my better players, or the ones that are like really close. I'm really tough on them, and I'm kind of a jerk to them. And they're probably listening now, and they have to understand that it's because I want it as bad as they do, Ryan. Nobody wants to be a loser, but I don't want to see them put in all the effort and put in all the work, and
it's tough love.
It's tough love. So
mm-hmm.
I definitely think it's coming with practice too. I know like coaching is really not easy at all, and I feel like being an athlete and just also receiving all this information. Like even when Ohana first started, like I was used to listening to what I considered my sensei at the time, and then kind of swapping gears and being coached under Ricky, like it's different. Everyone has their own ways, and none of them are wrong. It's just how pe different people go about different things. So I think definitely like it's been a learning curve not only for Ricky as a coach, but for us too. Like, when do you go up to your coach and just tell them like everything you saw and all this stuff? Like in a tournament, you can't do that. You got to be quick and concise and just shut up and listen. And then in practice, that's when you want to go and you want to say everything and, still not overwhelm your coach, but, say everything that you can in the moment and then again, shut up and listen. So it's like it's really been a learning curve for both sides, but I definitely think it's gotten so much better and I feel like it's starting to show a lot more.
Ricky, when did you come on as a coach?
I think this will be our full second season. So last year.
Okay, cool.
I came on. So like
great.
6 weeks before the event, I took the job, and they were like, "Hey, build a team." I was like, "Okay." So
okay, great. So we're seeing a progress. We're seeing. Okay, good. That's good to know. I should have led with that question. What do you? Who is your? Oh, I don't want to ask you who your biggest. Do you guys have rivals? Like who did you be your biggest rival?
Oh man. I'll let the girls answer that. Let's see what the girls say.
Putting us in the hot seat.
I don't know, like, because we have like a very friendly rivalry with like the Northern Lights, and like every time we see them, it's just like I'm gonna get you next time, and like it's always that, but it's always super friendly.
Yeah, just like every team in Aftershock then.
Oh man, man. We were invited on just for that joke.
No, that one came out naturally. I didn't even write that one down.
I think maybe like in the first year we had like a little bit of a rivalry with like the Cheetahs, I guess.
Okay.
But then they all kind of went to different teams, so.
So you just sprinkled it everywhere.
Yeah, maybe just a little.
Well, that's good. That's political. Who would you say is the best? Who would you say?
I'm not a fan of
oh yeah, go ahead.
Rivals. I mean, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I was a fan of rivals, Ryan. There's teams we should be beating, and they should be looking up to us and not thinking us as rivals. And that's why I wanted the girls to answer, because it's one of those, you gave me gray hairs by asking that question, because we should be thinking about how to beat the top two teams and not even thinking about these other teams as our rivals. Okay,
I see. Well, that's a double-edged sword, right? You don't necessarily have to think that a team is your rival in order to beat them. You just need to be like, and just because it's the top two teams the top team doesn't need to be a rival. You could be a rival with just a team on your level, right? You just need to think that you just need to hold everybody to the same caliber. That way you never think that you're like, oh, this one's a gimme. There's never a gimme, first of all. And so like, it doesn't matter if it's the top, who are the top two teams, like the Femmes, Heroines,
Femmes.
And Femmes usually are those top three.
You need to play every team in your division like you're playing them, right? Because if you think of this other thing like, okay, we just got to get to these top teams, like next thing you know, you're going to like trip and fall along the way. Like you said, there's teams that you should be beating that you're not. And a lot of times if you have your eye on the ball too far ahead of time, then you're going to misstep or mismanage something else. We do it all the time, even if it's subconsciously. Like all we got to do at the last event was it'll be us and damage. We just got to worry about this damage game. Well, how about the leverage game that we were down 3-0? Do we forget about those guys? You can't look forward too far when you still have a lot of a road to go. That's a big one that like, so a rival could just be a team that you're like, all right, they beat us, we beat them, like, and it was more of a kind of I know that you guys are everybody in paintball is usually pretty cool and chill with each other, to be honest. But you got to be careful with that one though. Who would you say who do you think is the best female player in the WNXL right now?
Ooh.
And Ricky,
are you asking me?
Yeah, and Ricky, what we'll do is we'll just to make it easier for the coach, excluding your team. All of you is excluding your team. That makes it easier.
Better.
Okay.
Better.
Yeah.
Natty's like,
Hey, shit, it's me.
Man, that's
Obviously
that's a
Kyle
tough-
Spicka,
that's
you
to
know.
be Nana. I have to give. I think Nana is one of the best players
Mm-hmm.
in the league. She's consistent. She's won MVPs, and on the scouting that me and Coach Tommy have on her, it's another gray hair moment. It's like you can do a lot of game planning, but she's just a solid gunfighter. She's quick. She's little. She plays in the men's division, so she comes with some moxie. So you got to give Nana a lot of props, and she's here all the time at Tiki's playing. She shot me in the face plenty of times in practice. So she has all of my respect. So I have to give her the respect too. And she's always working out. It seems like her social media, she's staying fit for the game. So there's other honorable mentions, but
Yeah, of course. And you're gonna get hate mail from them soon.
yeah, Nana plays at my home field too, so there's gonna be a little bit of extra love there. But she's one of the better players. I'm sure most players.
I'll take it.
Most coaches agree.
yeah, I got like Nana and Daniela up there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely Daniela is also top tier there.
Yeah, people forget she's only like what 18.
That's right, huh?
She's barely an adult, and that girl is destroying grown adults.
Yeah, she plays. Those girls play really well. That's cool. What do you what about what's your favorite pro team?
WNXL or NXL?
NXL.
That's a good question, not gonna lie.
Okay. I figured you guys were all just gonna say Damage because they're from Florida. No, okay.
Rival fields.
That's true. It's rival fields. Who do you have at your field? You have the Shock Kids, which they're not pro.
We have the Red Legion.
Red Legion, but really. Y'all, is just J-Rob y'all's favorite team or player?
Cool guy.
He's a good.
They're cool dudes. We get to see them a lot. They're pretty good. They help out with the ladies when they can.
Good.
J-Rab was out there giving Natasha pointers. I was about to yell at Natasha about something, and then J-Rab went over there, and I heard him, do you think you can make that move a little faster? And I just walked away. I was like, all right.
There we go.
He had a point.
He's like, what was stopping you? And I was like, you're right.
Literally
You're right.
nothing.
You're right. Nothing.
So sometimes all it takes, and it should be your teammate that says it. That's kind of what we're working with on my premier team. Is like, hey, if you both know kind of the overall goal of the plan, then only one of you has to remember it. But that's better than just giving it to one person. Like, hey, what's stopping you? Oh yeah, that's right. Like someone needs to remember to say that to somebody. And if all 5 of you guys have the same idea, then someone's gonna remember something, right?
We're just out there like.
Yeah, everybody's sitting there going like, so I'm just waiting for someone to tell me, or I'm just gonna do it.
Right? Do we want to play?
Yeah.
I will say though, I like a lot Edmonton Impact a lot.
Okay.
They're like up there for one of my top teams, along with like Dynasty. Like one of my favorite players is like Arturo. So
yeah, that's right. We get all the Latin love.
Yes,
that's
definitely.
great.
Hey, it helps that I met him. So I was like, I met him was it the Tampa the cocktail party thing at the award ceremony in Tampa. I met him.
Yeah.
So he's a really cool guy.
Oh,
So
he's
like
awesome.
that kind of added to like like they tell you don't meet your heroes. I was like I met my hero. That was worth it.
Check.
Yeah, he's a good
Worth
dude.
it.
Yeah, he's a great player and a really good dude. That Harrison Fry though, stay clear of him. All right, Natasha, you're on the hot seat. Who's your favorite pro team?
Have
You better not say
honestly,
NYX. Or this is
no.
over.
Well, honestly, like I hate that I kind of like agree with Kami, but also at the same time, I will admit, ever since I kind of joined the WNXL, I feel like I haven't like been too in tuned with the actual NXL, and I've been really focused on the women's,
Yeah.
honestly. Like I'm like I hate to like be so like biased on one side, but
That's okay.
I don't know. I feel like the women's side has just been like moving so much lately that I've just been so focused on them that I'm like, man, I actually haven't been keeping up with the NXL. Like, shame on me.
No, it's all good.
Probably can give you better stats about the WNXL than the NXL right now.
Of course, I wouldn't expect you all to be completely dialed in with the NXL teams either. Then I guess I'm gonna cross off who your inspirations were.
I do have some inspiration.
Okay, I want to
still,
hear.
of course.
Hold on, wait, Ricky, who's your favorite NXL pro team?
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna get in trouble for this one. It's Impact and Damage for sure.
Okay, we got two for Impact, huh? Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the style. So I think I like them more as a coach because I'm a big fan of how they play. I try to. The girls probably hate hearing me bring up Impact a lot in practice and stuff. So I'm a big fan of them. And then Keith Brown and all those guys. I go way back with that group. So I always like seeing them succeed. You know what I mean?
I'm a big fan of PB Fit.
There we go.
I can't help it. They just every time I
Honestly,
watch
yeah.
them play, I'm just like, you guys aren't just a team. You guys are like a family, and it's so fun
Yeah.
to watch y'all play and win.
There we go. I like that. Great answers. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over inspiration. So who is a player that you looked up to or look up to currently, who maybe helped mold or do your kind of influence your style?
So I guess maybe it didn't like influence my style so much, but I definitely look up to them. I look up to a lot Goldman. I think it's just I don't know. I feel like the guy can play anywhere. Honestly, like that's the type of player that I kind of want to be. Like I don't only want to be playing in the back just because I'm a little shorter or like or a little bit taller and you play in the back, or only if you're fast you play the snake. Like I feel like that's something that I've noticed about him, that he's tall and in the snake he can be in the back also playing the home, commanding the team. He's always pushing. Like it's just something that I don't know. Sometimes I think that I'll kind of constrain myself into, okay, this is the position that I play. This is the only thing that I can do. This is where I fit. But every time I watch his videos or I watch him play live in the events, I'm always like, no, I can push myself to do more. Like paintball is something that there is no box that you just fit in. Like you can really push. And every time I see his videos, I feel like it just re-inspires me.
I like that. See, that was good.
Good pick.
Yeah, those are great. That was a great description as well. Anyone else?
I guess.
You gotta follow that.
I don't know how to follow that. That was such an elaborate and nice answer. But I guess I really, when he was playing and I was watching him, since I started off playing in the snake because I was like one of the only girls at my field, so they would just I was the smallest one there, so they would just throw me at the snake. I think that's like most girls understand that. I always watched a lot of Chewy when he was playing for like Emma Kings at the time when I first started, and like Mingo in that era. And then I also watched a lot of, honestly, Tyler Harmon. I guess it was just really interesting to see somebody with such a tall stature playing so many different positions. Like I guess like the opposite concept of like Nati with like Alex. Like Tyler's like super tall, but then you see him like getting down and crawling through the snake, and I'm like, dude, how do you do that?
Yeah, that's actually cool. Yeah, I like both of those answers. Shout out to the short guys in the house not getting any love whatsoever. Sorry, everybody out there, if you're under 6'2" and you don't have a chiseled jawline.
Well, you have to think about it. The WNXL also, on average, most of the girls can't really play the top of most of the bunkers. Like the bricks, the NXL, most of you guys can.
You're
play
preaching to the
those
choir over
extra-
here. No, we hear you.
can't play
we
them,
heard we heard all the attributes. No, we're with you right here.
It's an angle that for the most part is like completely removed for like a good like 70% of the WNXL. So it's really good to watch players that are playing on the NXL who have that disadvantage per se compete with people who have that as an advantage against them, and then you kind of like learn to play off of that and then apply it to your own skill set.
Without a doubt. No, I'm just jerking you around a little bit. Those are great answers. I'm with you. Ricky?
Yes.
Aside from Jeremy Solom, who else was your inspiration?
Oh man, so I don't know, man. I like all of you guys. I started in 03, so remember what was going on. That famous X-Ball video with the little army men on the bottom. I remember that video where I remember getting that video from a paintball field and watching it like 600 times, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I don't have one single inspiration. It was just wanting to be part of the sport so bad, man. I think Rosie gave me my first job checking IDs. PSP 03. He was the first guy to let me in the pro pits and watch NYX play, from that view. And that blew me away. I was like, this is the coolest thing in the world. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I was an athlete my whole life. And when I played paintball, people who I wouldn't consider athletes stomped me. So I had to, and that is where the addiction came. I was like, well, I have to learn how to get good at paintball. And I feel like I've always been bad at paintball, guys. I have to work really, really hard to do anything good on the paintball field, but I just love it so much. I just tried really hard and just hung around as much as I could. So everybody, all of you guys, I mean, from Oakland Assassins, Chokeland, screaming that in the grandstands, to watching the Russians get upset by trauma, that was super cool. And then all through the years, watching you guys be good, then have a struggle, and then come back and be good. The Ollie Lang thing was awesome. So like, it's just the whole 4 years of paintball for me has been an inspiration. So I just want to pass all that on to all these girls and try to teach them the right ways, and maybe we can get some of those championships that you guys got.
Yeah, man. I hope so. Sorry, Kyle's gonna go grab a package. We got something shipped in for some of our members. Literally just came in. I got a message, so I sent him on a little errand out front. He wasn't leaving because he was bored or anything. He just had to go grab something. Dude, that's really cool. And like you mentioned, right? Trying to be able to share that experience, right? Share the experience that you've seen and you felt with another generation of players is, I mean, as much as everything that coach could ask for, right? And it's just comes down to, preparation is one thing, the belief, like you said, working on the confidence issue, not too much confidence, right? Hubris, we've talked about that on the show. That can kill you. That could absolutely just completely, maybe you have some success, but then just the overconfidence will absolutely send you in the wrong direction. But there's that fine line, that balance of belief, but not believing in it like blindlessly, that Kyle had mentioned specifically. Like, you got to be realistic. You can't be like, yeah, of course we're gonna win this one, and then we just have to, our hard game is the fourth game, right? And the next thing you know, you're like, shit, I'm 0-3, which happens. Like, it happens to everybody all the time, right? And that's such a hard one to always overcome. Is like belief, realism, confidence, hubris. Like, where do I stack all of that, and then deal with the pressure? Do you girls still get nervous?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. Okay. Of course. Okay.
That
Definitely.
That first point, no matter what match, it's always that first point.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trembling walking into the field every time.
Oh, no.
No matter what. But there's something about, like, I get nervous, sweaty palms, everything. That's why I make sure to have my gloves. But the moment that I stand on that start box and I hear the buzzer start going off, it's just like locked in, like you're in a trance. I no longer have stomach ache. I no longer am sweating. Well, I'm probably still sweating, but no longer like shaking or anything. But definitely, like, that moment building up to getting to the start box is always terrifying for me. I don't know about you guys, but
I am
I don't see
nauseous
it
at the
going away
start
yet.
box. I am nauseous at the start box until I hear 3.
Oh wow.
And
at
then
the
I'm like,
beginning?
okay,
they're nervous.
cool.
I just asked if they get they have nerves.
I get that
I've
too. You know what my fix was? I would have mouse shoot me in
I
the
was
shoulder
just about to ask them.
in the chrono station before the match.
Oh man, I
You
had
don't want to
a
do that too much
Min
though,
go through
because
that
then you
for
have a lot
me.
of scars. So like once
Well,
once
at
a
least
day,
wipe
maybe.
yourself before you do that, please.
What's up?
At least
Wipe-
wipe
wipe
before
your-
you go back in the field
Oh,
after
for
you get
sure.
shot by your buddy.
It just gets rid of the nerves.
I was
We
literally
do-
gonna ask you because a lot of people do that. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people shoot themselves and or have someone shoot them in the back of the leg or something like that.
So we do like touches to like get us back like grounded, because everybody sometimes gets in their own head that we all just are really quiet at the start box and we're not looking at each other, we're not talking to each other, we're just like,
And we're never quiet.
and we're
ask
never
Ricky.
quiet. Like it's a
Nope.
mission to get us to be quiet, and in those 10 seconds, 30, 20, not even the 10 seconds, we're all just like silence. And it's not good. It's like tense. So there's always one of the girls who kind of like breaks out of their own head and goes touch, 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 and then like we kind of like shake and like jitters, and if you see it on the
You
camera,
need
it's funny
something
'cause we
way
look
more
silly.
hardcore than that. That's not
We
hardcore
look
enough.
so silly.
That's not hardcore
Ryan,
enough. Coach,
Oh no, we look so silly
Yeah,
on camera.
we brought in.
you gotta
we
ramp
brought in
that up,
a-
man. You gotta ramp that up.
So we brought in a new player from another team this year, and she's probably listening. And the one thing I love about her, she came to me immediately and was like, "I don't like y'all are too soft on the box. I don't like any of the chants. Is it okay if I change all of that?" She's like, "We're changing the chant. We're changing how we interact on the box. Everything's got to get tougher." So absolutely, it's Paige Vassar. I'll shout out to her. She was 100%. She's 100% on your side, Ryan, with that.
Yeah, we got.
We love her for that. Our chat sounds so much better.
Yeah, we're
That's
getting a lot
true.
better. Becoming more of a team in that aspect.
Okay, good. Well, I want to give a plug out to Bob. He's helped us on the show a bunch. I know that he is instrumental, him and Anthony and Lori, obviously, for getting the WNXL broadcast and the webcast going on the field. So it's a free webcast that everybody can see. I believe it's on YouTube. Is that correct?
Yes.
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 I'm pretty
yes,
sure
yes.
it is.
I
But-
like to watch it and show my friends.
Yes, exactly. And we'll make sure that you guys all everybody has access to it. Obviously, it's free, but be able to watch some games, some paintball games for free. Obviously, everybody wants to consume as much paintball as possible, but it's actually a really good production. It's pretty solid
Yeah.
for the free webcast. Like you guys, he's crushing it. So
Where
big
we
shout out to
rewatch
Bob.
all our matches
What?
and critique ourselves.
Yeah, there you go. Critique yourselves. Exactly. What's your favorite paintball memory so far in your careers?
I guess for me, I guess one thing I always kind of look back at is what our first NXL tournament that we ever played, and I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I was just kind of following my team, and I don't know, I was just kind of going with the flow of things, and it was in Kissimmee. I can't remember now if it was a Sunshine or if it was a World Cup, but I know it was Kissimmee, and it was pouring that day. So I was already nervous because I'm like, man, am I really gonna have to play in the rain? Like, I've never really trained for this kind of condition. And I can literally remember us like holding the tent because like it was just like it felt like a hurricane out there. Like, this is Florida. It got crazy. The tent was like about to fly off. We're holding on to everything. And I'm like, man, like this couldn't be just a worser day for paintball. And I was just so sad about it. And from one moment to the next, which is kind of typical of Florida, it cleared out. The day got beautiful. The fields were definitely flooded, but it was kind of just like one moment to the next, it's a beautiful day for paintball, and we ended up fourth on our first tournament ever. And I was just like, whoa. It was just like it felt like such a high. Like I'm like, what just happened? Like it went from horrible to great, and it was just such a roller coaster that I always look back to that day and I'm like, man, like imagine if I would have said like whatever, just scratch the tournament. I'm not doing this anymore. Like it was just awesome that we just committed and it ended up being really good. And we, for the first tournament, getting to Sunday was like amazing. So it was a great feeling. I'll never forget that tournament. It was the best, just the most chaotic roller coaster tournament that I've ever had.
That's great.
For me, I guess the memory I always like find, or it would always makes me smile, and it always reminds me to like really not doubt myself as much, is every single time I get set up to do anything, whether it's to snap, set up on the box, or anything, I just hear her voice. She laughs because she knows what it is. It's just like, just telling me to like toughen up, like you got this. Like it was from the first time I drilled with them, ever, and they were teaching me things I barely knew how to hold a gun or anything, and she was just like, okay, don't be an idiot. Like you know what you know more than what you think you do. And so I always think back at that whenever I feel like a little doubt in my mind. I have her in the back of my mind going like, not whispering because she doesn't whisper, yelling.
I guess it's just like because we're sister-in-laws, like I don't know, I'm always a little tougher on her. So if I see something, like I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna be rude about it so you stop doing it.
She calls me out on every little thing. Like she's like, why is your head like this? Why is your gun like this? Why is your this? I was like, okay.
And sometimes it's in Spanish, so I don't know what was said.
I like that, Coach. Write that down. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah, don't be an idiot.
That's coaching 101 right there. I mean, I gotta like, Mike uses that, and he's good at it, the delivery. But but that's a good one. Ricky, same question to you.
Favorite paintball moment? Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know. Probably the first time I got to actually play a meaningful point on the pro field. You know, like I alluded to earlier. You know, some of the people are naturally gifted. Some people have to work really, really hard. You know, so you work really hard, fly across the country. You know, practice. I had to drive to all those. It was during the year where they had all those invitationals. So Sam was like, if you want to be on the team, I'll see you at all the invitationals. I'll see you there. Good luck, you know. Yeah. And you know, I drove in my little Toyota across the state, stayed in those amazing hotels he booked for us, and it was an experience. But when I actually like earned the respect of my teammates, Stapula and those guys were like, yeah, you're gonna be out here and play with us. You know, that was cool because you actually earn the respect of those guys, which is, you know, a little bit different than earning the respect of a coach. When your teammates want you out there, you know, you're like, oh, finally, you know, kind of was like, oh, finally, I can quit now. I did it. But, you know, but it was cool to go out there and be able to work real hard and put in all that effort and all that experience that I had to just try to help my teammates. So that was one of my best moments, favorite moments was just being out there and, you know, giving my best for the team. You know, I wasn't a superstar, never thought I was gonna be, but I just wanted to go out there. And if they were like, run here and try to shoot this guy, I do it. Yes, coach. You know, so just the opportunity was good.
That's great. Love it. Those are great memories. You all had them right there. That was it.
There's one memory other than like having her yell at me that I remember as like Ohana that sedimented like we're a team. Vegas last year, we were at the field at like 5 a.m. We're from Florida and it was like 35 degrees, 40 degrees.
Yeah.
We all were wearing so many layers that we didn't know how to like move because we're from Florida. Anything below 70 means you pull out like a puffer jacket. So we were all here with flashlights because it's pitch black. So our phones with flashlights because there's no lights on the field, nothing. gearing up in the dark and trembling, like just. I think like the suffering in silence together was just hilarious.
The things we
we
do
all-
for paintball.
And if it makes you feel any better at all, it's miserable for us, and we're from here, and I'm fairly certain that's like a miserable conditions for like 98% of, aside from Blake Yarber, like nobody likes those conditions. It doesn't matter where you're from. all of that
Northern
sounded
Lights-
miserable. The dark,
The
the
Northern
cold,
Lights
and the
tripped
timing.
me out. The
Yeah.
Northern Lights tripped me out because in that era, like in that weather, they were like in shorts and tank tops and
Yeah, that was
flip-flops,
stressful to watch.
And we're here
Oh,
like
wow.
in sweatpants.
They were
and
psyching
crew
you out.
socks,
That
and,
was a
like,
psych out move, but I like it.
I
I
feel
like
like
it.
they were because
That was
it
a good
so
one. Were you
cold.
girls cold? You look tired too.
We were jet lagged
nice
because of the
Switzerland
time
move right
zone and
there.
everything.
Or Swiss. Awesome.
What do the girls give you the hardest time about as a coach?
Practice. I think other girls. I'll say that out loud. Our women on our team have a hard time accepting new girls. They once they click up, it's very difficult to get them to understand that I don't own the team, and neither do they. And ownership wants results. You know what I mean? And but no, I mean, I am lucky. Honestly, I'm lucky. I have a good group of girls. They listen. They work hard.
We're very protective of Ricky.
Yeah. I think
That's
I think
where
that's
a lot
the
of
thing.
the
They want to fight people who. Yeah, I think they almost fought a guy who like rolled his eyes at me last weekend at practice.
You roll your eyes at our coach?
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
I had to tell him to
nobody-
stop.
I hope I don't get backlash from this, but I have like 3 Latinas on the team, 2 Asian girls on the team. There's a lot of spice, man. So but the hardest thing they give me, the hair pulling moments and the gray hair moments, it's from what you asked me in the very, very beginning, Ryan. And I'm using this to talk to them too. Like, it's their confidence, man. I make them practice more than a lot of paintball teams just in general. I know that because I've been there. And I make them put in the work. They have gym checks. We talk paintball on their group chat. I give them after action reports constantly on their skills and what they need to work on and what they stink at. And most of the time, I mean, I get a good 90% return from them. They're putting in the effort. They do a lot of the stuff I ask. But they have to stop being. I'll say this: they got to stop being afraid of Vibe and the Heroines because they have a loaded roster. Like, I mean, you just got to go out there and play and let the ball roll where it rolls and trust in your work. So the hardest thing they give me is they're not confident in themselves, and that's why I have gray hair the last couple of years. I was doing great a couple of years ago, but now.
Yeah, me too. I feel you, man.
The hairline is running now from my forehead, but I do love all my girls, and I do appreciate. I love the opportunity to do this, Ryan, and just teach the game, man. And,
Love to
we
hear
need
that,
more.
man. That's awesome. You guys, great answers, great everything. Really well done and well said on all accounts. Yeah, thanks, Road to Paintball. He's on it too. Great answers, really cool energy. I wish you girls, the best. Definitely rooting for the sport to grow, and it definitely has to grow in both the women category and the youth side, right? For the sport to continue. So hopefully, keep playing the 10-mans, the 3-mans, the 5, the whatever you can, the big games. I'll stick with the big games. I'll be out there with the big games if you don't want to, if no one else wants to do that. But keep helping the sport grow, and good on you, and big thanks to Bob for setting up the webcast for everybody, and Anthony and Lori for getting that going as well, and providing a great environment for y'all to compete.
Yeah. No, they're working hard behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'll be rooting for you, girls. Remember, believe in it, but be realistic. Be confident, but not overconfident.
Got it.
Not
check.
underconfident either. Check. It's that easy. Right? All right. Well, thanks again for coming on. I really appreciate it, like I said. And well, I'll see you in a few weeks.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Guys. All right. See ya.
Get in the gym, girls. Get in the gym.
Get in the gym. All you girls.
Yes, coach.
Thanks,
Coach.
There it is. My bad. There it is. No sound. Well, I think they heard
thank
me.
you.
I said thank you pretty much. Tiki Ohana team. We're back in there with the Zoom. Booyah. With Joe Barrett.
What's going on, guys?
The paintball passport.
Can you guys hear me?
I can. Can you turn your phone sideways for us?
Yes.
I know it's kind of a pain in the butt to hold like that, huh?
No, it's fine. I can do it.
Okay.
If it's better.
Yeah, it's great. Looking good.
Cool.
What are you up to? Where are you right now? You in a lounge?
No, I'm on my couch. I just finished a work day and a little walk in the sun. Just hanging out at home in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, so you got sun today?
Yeah, some enough for spring.
Any
Yeah.
sunny day, you got to get out there.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, we just had the WNXL girls from Tiki Ohana on, and their coach Ricky. That we're talking about the WNXL and talking about just kind of the upbringing and what's going on out there in the WNXL world. Pretty competitive, pretty cool. Also, just kind of growing the sport and overall. I mean, you kind of know that side of things because you've been playing and you're full on the grind on traveling right now.
Trying to as much as I can. Dynasty's unlocked some new awesome perks, so thank you guys so much. And yeah, it's really filled my season out. I've been to a lot of great places, and not really been home much this summer, so that's been cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Paintball for Life said thank you for everything you've done with the Paintball Passport. Also, it's been really good, and it's been inspiring and influential. And that's like one of the other things we've talked about is just the content creation. We had Joe. We had Dan Shelley on last week, right? He's got his podcast. We've got your stuff is great, man. I think the sport needed a travel podcast for so long because who doesn't like a travel story? And you can have the same guest on multiple times and probably have Harry on 100 times,
Yep.
Just different story.
On my phone. Yeah, I always felt that way. I'm like, how has this not already been a thing? Everyone loves a good backpacking story, some adventure, some the rawness of what things happen around paintball tournaments. So yeah, I'm happy I did it, and it's been a lot of fun.
Have you had Blake on?
I did, I don't know, probably 25 episodes ago. I had him quite a bit ago. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, he's got endless backpacking stories. But the thing about Blake's stories is you need to really pull out from him the most harrowing, or I don't know. Were you with us when I had him tell you the story about how he passed out at the last event? He was talking about it. Anyway, about how he barely made. I mean, I'm surprised. It's surprising that he's alive to get to the bottom of it. So Blake's got some amazing stories of him almost falling asleep because he has acute narcolepsy, of him almost falling asleep while walking. And then coming to, and he's 6 miles into his walk.
I think he might have shared that.
He's so tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Blake is one of my favorite all-time episodes for sure. I love his. He said he walked 400 miles at some point, trekking down some part of Europe.
Amsterdam, I think, or Prague.
Well, so I think that might have been when he ran out of money because someone
Amsterdam.
was it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
I thought it was England. He walked across from one side of England to the other. And
Yes.
he had to eat berries along the way because he had no money. And then when people were, yeah.
He's probably done a few of these. I think it was like the French Alps or something like that. But yeah, you have to get him on.
Yeah. Anyway, that's another. You get him back on the show. I think we need to get him back on your show to talk about rather than secondhand stories. But that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, exactly, Chris. That was kind of right around when he had met Laura for the second time. He had met her once before that. That's a good one. You got to get him on for that. So you're traveling this week too, right?
I am. I'm about to leave in like 2 days and go to Brazil.
Sweet. Who are you playing with down there?
I feel bad because I'm on the show, and he didn't tell me the team name. Shallow, who is a legend in the sport, is bringing me down. I'm excited for that. But he is bringing me down to play in his league, and he got me on a friend's team. So the friend bought the ticket. I will meet them all when I get there, but honestly, I'm not sure what the team is. They're bringing me and Ben Challenger.
Oh, nice. You and Benny Boy back together again.
Mm-hmm.
From Aruba to Brazil.
Aruba to Brazil, dude.
Yep.
Sick.
Yep. I know.
Where is it?
Okay, so I'm not exactly sure where the event is. It's in a small town, but it's near Sao Paulo, so that's where I'm flying into. And then we have this whole itinerary. We're going to see the city for a day, and then go to some coastal town, do some snorkeling, and then like go to Shallow's hometown area. I forget the name of it, and then wherever the town is for the tournament. I'm not sure exactly where.
I think I did that. I just.
It doesn't
what
sound
I'm
like
saying,
Joe has many of.
No, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I flew into Sao Paulo and we went somewhere. And
really? So you know this exact thing then?
Yeah. Definitely the beach, I think, is the move.
Yeah, don't go explore the town. Just skip the let's do the town. Just get food and then go to the beach area.
We went to the tournament first and then went to Rio for a couple of days after. And I was like, oh, yeah, Rio's
I don't think he's going to Rio.
No, I know, but yeah. But I'm saying, I heard the beach.
It's a good start.
The beach,
Sao Paulo beach is supposed to be nice.
Yeah, like maybe even better than Rio's. What I heard, so.
Yeah. So Sao Paulo is one of the most populous cities in the world.
Yeah.
In case
it's
you
like
didn't
a little.
know.
You said you like Sao Paulo better than Japan, didn't you? Than Tokyo?
What?
Is what you told me?
What?
It is. If you were to take Tokyo and you flip it around, you got Sao Paulo.
Yeah, the inverse of it.
Yeah. No, Tokyo is also one of the most populous cities in the world and the exact opposite of Sao Paulo.
Yeah, probably a world in differences in cleanliness, which is what it is. No judgment on either culture, but one place is going to be more like a big city, and the other one is some weird, immaculate, futuristic thing.
Yeah. No, Sao Paulo's cool. The coolest part about Sao Paulo are just the Brazilian players, dude. They're rad. Like everybody's super cool. They're like, it's a really, really fun, like Latinist-esque environment. Obviously, a Portuguese kind of colony, but it's somewhat South American, but somewhat European at the same time, and it's cool, man. I love going down to Brazil. I've been there a handful of times, and it's a really awesome place. And Shallow is the man. You're right. Like that's cool.
Yeah, super stoked. Can't come soon enough, honestly. I've heard the league's actually pretty competitive too.
Yeah,
I think that one Brazilian team is the one that made it up to NXL World Cup last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spider, right? Something like that.
Yeah, and I believe that who made it this year?
I think it's the Papalitos or something.
Are they Ecuadorian?
I have to check.
Yeah, check them out.
I'm not too familiar.
I thought maybe it was a Brazilian team, but maybe not. Let's see, who do we got here? So what? And then when do you come back? And then you come back, and you're gonna come straight out to Sacramento.
Yeah, I land Thursday, and I'll probably just turn right back around at the airport and fly to Sacramento. I know we can get in Friday because we play Saturday, Sunday, but just get in and acclimate early. Maybe go hang out at Tim Brusselback's for a bit and be there for a day.
Okay, cool. Just a little decompress.
Yeah,
yes.
That's a Brazilian team.
Yeah, Papuletos, right?
With Avery.
Oh, no way.
From here. HORMESIS.
Oh, good for him.
Dueler.
Yeah, he's good. That kid plays really well. Good for him. Playing pro out there. What else you got cooking?
Not really a whole lot. I've been in just work mode, trying to focus on like Halloween sales for my company. I've got a few good podcasts in recently, but since the Aruba tournament, which was unbelievably hot and humid and one of the more physically exerting tournaments I've ever played, I've been in kind of just like decompress and relax mode to recover and chill. And now I'm about to crank it back up. I like to do a tournament as practice to get back into the flow of like referees, good paint, real competition. I feel like there's no better practice for tournaments than other tournaments. It's a big reason I play WCPPL and MXL and stuff like that. So this is me getting back into the grind a little bit more than just doing my, like triangle trills and break shooting at home. And then right after that is right into, practice weekend, layout weekend, World Cup. So now I am fully into World Cup time, but up until now, I can say it's not been super exciting few weeks since Aruba. It's been more grounding, more catching up with just work and getting back on my workout routine, which is, as you know, also a bit difficult to do when you travel a lot. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this: what would you say is your favorite tournament series you've played this year, excluding obviously you haven't played in Brazil yet, but of the events like the WC, excluding the NXL, then there's MXL, there's Europe, there's what do you enjoy the most?
Does NXL
Not
Europe count?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I mean, so I've done quite a few cool events this year, but I would say specifically that Portugal event.
I was just about to ask, yeah.
Yes, and so that league was the event, so that's where I would count it. Overall, I had the best time. I love tropical island vibes, so Aruba was great. I can't remember. I've done a few other things this year, WCPPL as well for local, but I just love going to those really nice places where quality of life is great and food is real and everything is more affordable. And then when you're at the tournament itself, people just stick around. They hang out, they I don't know, drink beer in the stands, and they want to get to know you and chat. It's don't get me wrong, NXL US serves that part of me that loves you're there for the competition, but that's the tunnel vision full focus of it, right? So I really enjoy going there and getting those other aspects that made you fall in love with paintball, just like the festival feel and the vibes.
The vibes. It is like it is in Europe like literally like a festival, right? Like everybody's out there just partying and like they're all on vacation, right?
Yep.
Do you play? Have you played any? You played some of the Asian events, right?
Not this year. A lot of them have been gone since COVID. I think they're coming back now, but I've played plenty of Asia events. Normally, always Malaysia and Thailand events. Those are where they're most common.
Yeah, they did that Thailand event. Was it this year? I thought it was this year. Yeah, they did the Thailand event, the one that was on the beach.
Yeah, earlier this year with the little grandstands and all that.
Yeah, that one looked cool.
Pate, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
I know. I wish I could have got to that. I forget exactly what was conflicting the exact same weekend, but from the friends that did go, I heard it was maybe the best Thailand event.
Really?
Yep.
Oh man. Oh, but aren't you going? Are you going out to Thailand at the end of the year?
I am trying to. So there is a Thai event. A few of my friends told me about it on different teams. The Breakout Spa guys said they were going. Harrison said he's going with his Thai team. So I'm potentially going with that. And yeah, I think that's in Bangkok, if I recall. So kind of back in the city, which was where it all started for me. My first bigger international travel was a PALS Bangkok in like 2012. And, you're right in the city. So it's a scorcher, but it's cool. You're near everything.
Yeah, I think it's over Thanksgiving weekend also.
It's right after. Thanksgiving's the 25th, right?
It's on the Thursday.
Yeah, so it's the 29th, 30th. So it's like basically you eat Thanksgiving and then you're on the flight the next day. You land there one day early.
No, other way around. You would leave on Wednesday, get there on Friday.
Oh, yeah. 2 days lost. Oh, my God. So
yeah, they asked. I was like, there's no chance.
And go right to the airport and still, hopefully.
Yeah, you're going to have to eat a day early. But it's all right.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Just bring a Ziploc bag on the plane. Just fill just a big old turkey leg in the plane.
Yeah.
A
Hey
bag
guys,
of-
can you all have your Thanksgiving a day early so I can eat with you, and then
It's not
you can have a
selfish at
second
all.
day.
You
You
got
just
to
do it again the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get to eat twice. Well, as a matter of fact, that actually might be the new hack. If you do it a day early, then the next day you don't have to spend cooking all day. You can just eat whenever you want. You can just graze all day.
Hmm.
Let's petition to make Thanksgiving the final Wednesday. You know,
I would love that.
Yeah,
That works for paintballers, so why wouldn't the rest of the country do it?
that's right. That's right.
Dude, you know what? You're gonna be excited about World Cup.
Tell me.
You get to sleep in.
Oh, I'm always excited to sleep in 3
Oh wait,
3 p.m.
no, you
game?
have a new job where you have to be at the field probably.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I could sleep in a little bit. What day is that? Friday?
I mean, so Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are 3,
We have one match at 3 p.m.
and
Sleeping in.
then Friday
Sleeping in.
1 and 3. Look, we're 4 p.m.
A 4 p.m. game. I'm not sure if I like the 4 p.m. games. Those ones
You're 4 p.m. on the last day.
great.
So I'll be there with you. So
Okay. What's your preferred schedule, Joe?
Okay, so I don't like the early morning. I think everyone knows that by now. I'm always the one who complains about 8 a.m. games
Me too.
because everyone's up and it's dark out. It's not even sun yet, and the circadian rhythm, my body's not awake. I can't stand playing at those times. I feel like that's a good time to accidentally come out cold and have a rough match. Because paintball is normally in the summer for several events, it also sucks playing in the late afternoon bracket, like 3 and 5, because you are right in the worst part of the day, you know? So I think second morning bracket, like 10 and noon, and then you're out of there by 1.
that's the best.
That's my preferred if I could do it every time.
10 and noon is probably the best.
Mhm.
Yeah. We had that opportunity. We had it for a little bit, and then we squandered it in the last one. So I think first place and last place teams get the early and the late, or like the early morning or the late afternoon, and then the middle of the pack get the get that like 10 to 12
Yeah.
to 2 zone. We had it for a minute. We had it in our grasps.
It looks like that. They
Would have
have
been nice.
that champions bracket all over the place.
Oh yeah,
They have a 10 and 2, and then
sucks to suck. That's
Yeah, because they're probably just like, well, sorry guys, yeah, you're champs bracket, but those are basically, like what are they called? Exhibition matches. So we're just gonna put you wherever we can fit you.
yeah.
That
I mean,
things don't matter.
but that gets you in trouble a little bit because that mentality, you're like, I'm just practicing thing. I'm just using it to practice. Like it still has a factor, an effect on where you rank against who you play next, right? So you still want to finish top, so that way you get one of those teams that come out of that wild card round. For sure.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, it still for sure matters. I agree.
What's your plans for the off season? Is it too soon to ask?
Well, basically right after World Cup, we would have what, like a week or so, maybe 10 days before Thanksgiving. So relax, take some time off, be around friends, family, enjoy Thanksgiving. Probably, I don't know, I normally hang out with Brusselback and my whole group of friends down in Northern California, especially because I don't live there now. And then hopefully go right out to this Asia event. And then what I'd like to do is link this Asia event right to the South Africa X-Ball League the following week, like the 6th, 7th. Because I know this guy, Mark Gerber, he's the South Africa X-Ball team, Nations Cup team's captain, and he runs the league. He'd like to bring me out. If I get there a day early, I'll run a clinic for like basically the whole community of South Africa. And then I will...
You sure that's not Paul Grobler?
No, it's
Okay.
Mark Gerber now.
Mark Gerber. Okay.
Yep, he's keeping it alive there.
Sick. The Sarple.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So hopefully go there. It's been on my bucket list for a while since seeing, photos and stuff from your guys' early travels and like your old blog and, going out to the safari, maybe holding a lion cub, and then, the trek from Cape Town to Johannesburg, maybe see some great white sharks, like
Right.
you told me that story recently. And then of course see like, a crazy different world in a city of like, extreme tin shack poverty next to a really big bustling city. All that stuff is interesting to me. I like culture. I like learning. So I'd like to go see it and spend a week there. And then, I don't know, while I'm already over there, I might link another trip. I've been thinking about going to Egypt and just doing the 1 or 2 days in and out to see the pyramid, even though you guys tell me about your horror stories of Cairo. But
Yeah.
while I'm already in Africa, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's worth just seeing the pyramids and getting out of there.
Just a quick little zip up. Africa's just the biggest continent on Earth. But yeah, just
Oh,
while I'm in Africa, from the furthest south part, I may as well go to the furthest north. I'm already there.
Better than going across the whole ocean again at different times.
That makes sense. You don't want to zigzag it.
And if I go home from then, that's going to be like right in the middle of like the crap, potentially freezing sleet weather of Portland. So I'd like to, if I can avoid the cold and link up cool things or other paintball events, I will.
Dude, Africa's warm.
Speaking of great whites, did you know that Ryan threw a shark at me once and it bit me?
No.
It's a great story. I
Actually,
threw it. I threw it at him like I was Poseidon.
Are those flippers still over there?
They're in the bin somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a pair of flippers with a bite mark out of them. If he didn't have flippers on, he would have
Chunk
for
out of my
sure
foot.
lost like his little toe.
No, it was like
bite mark?
No, it was like here, like on the top of my.
It wasn't a great white, exactly. See, Chris, thank you. It was just one of these little sucker fish with some. It had teeth though. That's some pretty.
He took it like a torpedo and he threw it, and I saw it coming, and then like 5 feet before it got to me, it went into the water, and then I was like, "Why did you throw that at me?" And then all of a sudden, I feel something doing figure eights around my legs, and I was like, "Oh, the shark!" And then I latches on, and I'm like, "I'm dying," and then I pulled it off. And then threw it.
He was doing somersaults in the water, and his legs were coming up, and there was a shark attached to his foot.
It was like this big. I mean,
Yeah, it wasn't like I threw a school bus at him or anything like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
That is still crazy. If you do have that pair of fins with the bite, send me a picture later.
They're in a bin. The bin is inaccessible at the moment, but we'll get that.
it doesn't look like a bite. It looks like
no, it looks like the fin got caught, snagged on anything.
like a fishing hook or something.
Yeah. But it was a shark. We caught it with our bare hands and then had it in our hands, and we're like, all right, what do we do with this? And I was like, obviously throw it at somebody. What else would you do with it? I don't really know what you do with a shark.
I'm just happy I can say I've been bit by a shark.
Survived a shark attack, everybody.
Epic.
And it's it's like a bite mark like this big.
Yeah. I mean,
But his
that
toe
was
could have
thick-
fit in there.
That was thick rubber. Like the rubber was like
Yeah.
a good I don't know.
It was a good time. If we have a practice in San Diego when it's warm out, I'll take you to the.
You never taken
Seen
Joe to the cove?
No, we haven't had any time. We haven't been to the ocean really. No.
Oh yeah.
We haven't had any good practices down here. We had
That's
one weekend
the
of practice.
best thing to
As a
do.
matter of fact, we've only had practice here one time. That's right.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever really been to San Diego at all, almost, other than a different zoo trip, which is just too long of a story right now.
Oh yeah, I guess for WC you didn't come to San Diego either.
Right.
Nope. It's like they're near LA, but it's not exactly near LA. So yeah, you don't get to just go down over there for a weekend.
Well, next time you come out for WC, you could fly into here and go up with Ryan Rai.
I would love that. That'd be much better.
And I'll try to find a shark to throw at you.
Please. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. I'll take it. It's a good, great story. It actually might be Kyle's favorite story.
It is.
He might have told that story more than any other story. Winning World Cup, whatever story.
Yeah,
that's
true.
probably like his best. It's a good one. It really is.
I
It's
had
big.
a lot. You see me eat it pretty rough on a mountain bike.
Mountain bike one was good. Yeah.
Snowboarding, I fall every time.
Yeah, concussed for sure. There's no other way. Joe, you snowboard, right?
I do. Not enough because of where I live, and it's expensive when you're in NorCal. A lot of the tickets are like $260 a day
Right.
in NorCal or Washington or Oregon. So I'll go like 2 to 5 times a winter. And also, you guys, I don't know if you have to deal with this, but when you're young, you hit every rail, every jump, all this stuff, and then you get older, and when you fall, it actually hurts. You knock the wind out of yourself, you crack your tailbone, you feel like, and we play pro paintball now. So sometimes I do something and I'm like, what am I doing right now? Like, is this worth risking the first 2 events of my season? But like, you're a competitor, right? So it's hard to just go, okay, I'm going to go to the mountain and just carve the groomer today. So every time I go, I put myself at risk, and I'm like, I need to not do this so often.
Wow. Don't go snowboarding with Kyle because you guys just push yourselves into the hospital, into the ER.
I
no.
have a hard time, like with my brain, not thinking it just looks like a big, like pillows and
yeah, it's no
blanket.
soft.
It looks like a comfy bed.
Meter knows. Send it every time. Says Meter.
I just feel like it's not gonna
Of
hurt.
course.
Yeah.
It's snow.
It's snow. And look
I
at
don't
you.
hit
Hey,
a
look
bunch
at
of
you.
rails
You're
out
not
there.
hurt. You're not hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
That one time though, last time we went, I hit the arm pretty hard. This felt a little loose here in the elbow area.
Too bad y'all didn't come to Colorado to visit the past 17 years. I've been to Colorado. I've ridden in Colorado. I'm actually, speaking of Colorado, I think Meter and I may go down to southern Colorado. Well, that's the move. Trying to get on that the private resort. It's not private, but the guided only.
Dude,
Oh, go ahead.
Gotta tighten those bows.
where?
Yeah.
I remember when we were at Jackson Hole a couple years ago, and I was looking at like the lessons for like skiing lesson. I need $1,000 for 3 hours. I'm like, dang.
That's
We need a Jackson Hole paintball
unreasonable. Like, where do they find these customers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say this. So I'm a bucket list person, whether it's snowboarding or other things. So I don't really want to keep riding the same mountains I've already rid 10 times. But if you guys are doing something super cool, this goes out to you too, Meter. In this winter, I would definitely do like, one weekend trying somewhere new. Like, I've never been to Big Bear. I've never been to Colorado. I've never been to a lot of those other places where there is really massive mountains.
Yeah, you're actually really close to the Cascades. It's not really accessible from your side, unfortunately. You have to go to what is on the other side of the Cascades. It's like some place in Utah or something like that.
Tiesto?
Yeah, Tiesto. But the Northern Cascades has like a epic heli skiing.
I don't know if I can afford heli skiing, but it's
You just gotta get one day pass when someone cancels. But yes, it is expensive, but it is a good experience.
What does it cost when someone cancels?
I think it's still $1,000 a day or $800 a day. But that's why Silverton's really cool. So you can go Silverton if you buy a lift ticket, you can like add on a heli day, like one ride, one up in the heli for like $100 or $120. Like, I mean, that's where you go, because like at the end of the day, the more you go up in the helicopter, the more you're rolling the dice. You're getting better terrain, but is that helicopter going to crash? I just saw that helicopter crash the other day. I was in a helicopter that had a huge malfunction. I don't think they were comfortably fine.
They just got down the stairs, and walked out to the boardwalk.
Everybody?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean,
I think some people were hurt in that thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, regardless, like, imagine that happens on the side of a mountain. You don't want that.
Not good.
No, not good. Yeah.
Not good. Well, I'm gonna have to crack open quite a few piggy banks, but I guess I could try going with you guys one time.
We'll see.
That's why I don't go a lot either.
Yeah. Then there's Corbett's. We need to go there with Kyle when that thing's open. But the problem is Jackson Hole is also like $270 a day or something like that.
Oh yeah, I want to hit that thing when.
I mean, I feel like I want to do. Yeah, I would like to do it, but when you're standing at the top, the problem is to hit that, you've got to be like one of the first people to do it. But if you're one of the first people to do it and you've never done it before, you don't want to do it because it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Why do you want to be the first person to do it?
Because that's not tracked out. Because once it gets tracked out, you have to hit, like, you go in this weird angle unless you're going to huck it off of that thing and then you land on like super tracked out. Like, you want to hit
down like a half pipe on roller.
Yeah,
roller
half
skates,
pipe that like someone has
pipe
been just carving down. Yeah, you want to have like be able to hit it on your own terms.
Let me do some research.
Yeah,
about
do some
this.
research.
Corbett, see how big the
I
drop
say
is.
I want to do it, but I'm not going to. And the problem is, like, after you hit it one time, then you go back, you're like, okay, I feel a little bit better about it this time. But that's the thing is there's that Targhee mountain that has all those chutes off the side. How to ski Corbett's.
It could be between 10 or 20 feet.
Yeah,
depending on the
you
show.
get stuck in that other guy's line. So basically, as soon as you get locked in, you're in that dude's line, and like it'll just take you there, and you're going fast. It's like you're cooking straight down.
12 to 13 feet might be my.
And it hits it at an angle, like so.
Yeah.
You're 10 to 15 foot of free fall, and then you're just eating your knees at the bottom. Yeah,
Ouch.
I've seen the kings and queens of Corvettes, and it's gnarly. I mean, we had some good backcountry over there. It's just so hard to get to before everything gets tracked out. But I'm all about that too. Like I need to have very high serotonin dump to really like get me excited this time. So I'm feeling Silverton. Feeling time. So I just got to convince Camille that when I have my time off, hey, I'm done traveling for the year, that I can go out to go snowboarding for a week.
She doesn't snowboard.
She does. She's actually really good, but we've got 3 kids, so someone's
Bunch
got
of
to watch the
rugrats.
kids, and she's not jumping out of helicopters. So
Where's Grandma? Can't Grandma watch?
she's watching all the
Super
kids right
Try?
now. You can hear her screaming in the background. I don't know who's in charge outside right now, but it's Grandma. It's supposedly
Grandma's screaming or the kids?
everybody's screaming.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I heard
That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna figure it out. Kyle's gonna do some research, but it's got to be like great, perfect conditions. It's tough.
I think we're gonna need a new segment on the show, like where we like share the screen and look at this stuff so everyone can see with us.
Yeah, I mean we can do that. I can pull up the screen and just kind
We
of.
don't need to do it now, but
Okay.
just
Yeah. Well, it's always good to like it's because it's on like we're just on the cuff right now. So if you wanna chuck that up there, it's pretty gnarly. Do you know what we're talking about, Joe?
I don't.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're not gonna be able to see the screen, but it's called Corbett, like Corbet, and then Coulair, which is Coullier, I think, and
I mean, I could just join the Zoom and you could share.
Coulloir. That's how you spell it. I didn't know that. Yeah, Coulou.
Just put in Corbettes.
Yeah.
Corbet.
Anyway, you got to look it up. Yeah. No, Coullir. Nope. IR.
Corbett's
It's a tough one. Anyway, so it's this big drop off cliff in Jackson Hole. And it's like it's hectic. It's hectic.
You've done it?
No, it's always been closed. Every time it's been closed, bad visibility every time I've gone. I don't know at this point that I would go. I mean, there's a part of me that would, but
Guys, we know what the king and queens are. That's why we're talking about this.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's shout out to Little G from the Bean. Anyway, so there's like a lot of pretty heavy terrain out there at Jackson and in Wyoming. So maybe we'll meet out there this season.
I'd love that. I've never really spent time in Wyoming, so that'd be another check off too.
I like staying at Meter's house where you guys go.
Well, we
sit
go
by the fireplace, drinking wine.
Don't rush me, guys. I'm an adult and I'm fine here by myself. You guys go. I don't want to get ready right now.
I'm gonna make snowmen.
Yeah, that's Kyle when we go on ski trips. He's like,
That's a Meter quote.
no, that's Kyle. When we're all up there, he's like, I don't need to go every single day.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, if you guys want to go, don't feel bad for me. I'm gonna be right here. Because we
I've
also
plenty
we're
to
like, all right, it snowed 13 inches. Like, we need to be on the road at 6 a.m. so we can be first tracks. Kyle's like,
I'm on vacation.
I'm on vacation. Don't
I'm
try to
relaxing.
wake me up. Yeah. You guys just tell me how it was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be jealous. Like, I'm
I
all
don't.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Just
the-
take me to that shitty little place. And I'll just do Ducks 360s off the cat track.
That also too. If I go too much, I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Again, you're
I
rolling
agree.
dice.
That's where I'm at. And also, I agree with you, Kyle. It's one of those things where everybody goes, you all have the same home base, but I believe in live your own trip. Like, you don't have to go do what everyone else wants to do. If what you would rather do is sleep in because you never get to, and then choose your experience, then you do that. And then you link up for drinks and a fire at the end of the night.
Yeah. It's so peaceful out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't give Kyle the keys to the gun safe, and everybody's gonna be fine.
You, I'd like the keys to the gun safe. I love a good shooting session.
No, we never shot any guns out there.
Yeah, we did last time. Oh, we did last time. Yeah. Well, it's because Paxton and Miko came.
Yeah.
So
This is Meter's house you guys go to?
Families.
a family cabin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
it's
was
not
gonna
his.
say. Yeah.
Not
gotcha.
we're not talking about Dallas here.
Yeah. I'm like, huh? Meter lives in Wyoming? Yeah.
It does snow in Dallas, I think.
Yeah, I think it's getting to that time too. It's getting to snow time.
Close. What are you guys doing in recent weekends or until we start practice?
Coaching.
Right now?
Oh, WCPPL.
We got WCPPL this weekend.
Gotcha.
Well,
Kyle, who you got? Who's your ringer?
we got Jesse Stevens.
Back for more. Excellent.
Yeah.
They did pretty well last week or last
Yep. Jesse's a good guy too. I like that dude. Good not just a good player, but good energy, great to be around. He's a good dude.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan and I in the same bracket with Bloodhawks, NorCal Kings, and Miami Effect.
What time do we play? 8 a.m.
There's no schedule yet.
Ryan, who's your ringer?
We got Cody Woodruff.
Woody. The
Old
woodchuck.
Wood. Yep. So he's been on the squad for this season.
Yeah. Didn't your ringer used to be Cyrus? Or was that a different team?
No, different team. We had
That was Rainey's team.
That was Rainey's team.
Rainey's team, yeah. That's cool. Woody's a good ringer too. He's gotten better and better. I watched him, win in NXL Europe, and I was like, all right, he's come a long way. He's pretty rock solid now as a role player.
Are you gonna go to MXL, or is that around when you're trying to go to Asia?
Probably same time, but honestly, I'm at a point where I want to travel, and you only have so many weeks to travel, right? And I want to do things at home and be with people I care about here. So when it's like a Guadalajara event, I think I've been to Guadalajara like 33 times at this point. So it's like, all right, I've lived out that trip. Like I've been to all the best restaurants, the nightlife, the Lake Chapala, tequila, the surrounding sightseeing. So I think I'm good, like just the flight there each way and the taking the extra days off from work or missing another possible new bucket list experience, or just time to decompress with friends and stuff like that is like, I hate to sound old, I guess, because I used to just jump on every single chance to get out of the country. But I am at that point now where it's like I don't have to say yes to every single tournament, especially if it's a fourth, fifth, sixth repeat, something like that.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you should definitely jump on all the new experiences that you possibly can while you can. I like that itinerary. Asia to down to South Africa, then up north, and then across again. I think that's a cool. Or even go back over to Asia. Stay warm. Definitely a cool opportunity that you have right now, as long as you can. Joe, Sturgos is asking, what does Joe do for work? Because you said you clean it.
No, Skemp doesn't play with Bloodhawks anymore. Who someone asked that.
So, for the longest time, like paintball was the job, and that's not a great living, as everyone knows, especially if you're not, guys like Mouse and them. But it would pay the bills. I would do enough clinics, enough coaching, enough hired events like WCs or MXL or whatever, and then selling my jerseys and guns where I could get by paying rent and car insurance and all that. About 2.5 years ago, I moved to Portland to work for a friend's company. So I'm actually a retail sales manager for a Delta 9 gummy company. What that means is, similar to CBD, I sell gummies. They're hemp derived. They do have THC in them, but they're low microdose, so more just a feel good than like a strong high. And I am the guy for our company that reaches out and gets us connected with retail stores, chains, and distributors.
There you have it. There it is. So if you're a retail chain or distributor and you guys want to get some of those Loomies in there, hit your boy Joe up.
Yeah, actually, I'll do you one better. Anybody listening, because I've worked with a paintball shop in the past. You don't have to just be a CBD store. Like the great thing about hemp is sometimes you'll see hemp gummies, in like gas stations or like vape shops or whatever. Pretty much anywhere except for like big box stores like Walmart and CVS, those can't quite have it yet because of THC. But most other businesses, you can just carry hemp gummies. So if you have a paintball field and you have, a cooler with Pepsi and beer in it, and then you like to offer some snacks and whatever, candy bars at the front counter, you could have a little pop-up thing and a bunch of our bags of gummies. And then when somebody's done with the day and they want to take the edge off, like get rid of that adrenaline or whatever, pop a 5 milligram gummy, and it's a healthier replacement than a glass of wine or beer. And you can, get that, like, that relief, that the shoulder shrug drops and you're like, okay, I can relax. I can get some recovery and help with my inflammation, help with any soreness from diving around on stiff turf or tough ground all day. My favorite time to take a gummy from our company is right when I'm done playing paintball. Like as soon as I know I'm done for the day, take a gummy and you just mellow and your body is comfortable.
You have it.
There it is. There it is.
Well,
Yeah.
What a salesman. Send some my way, he said.
DM me your address.
Wow.
I'll send you samples.
There it is. Hit up Joe. Hit up
Yep.
Joe if you got an event, especially if it's in a faraway land. He'll come over and
Yes,
visit.
please.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Love to
Joe.
come to your
Well,
new location and promote.
thank you very much. I will see you in Sacramento. Be safe, be good out in Brazil. It'd be fun. Have fun out there. It's gonna be sweet. I'm excited to see everybody here in a week. So we got about 10 days before we all
Yep.
get up to Sacramento. So we'll be up at Dave's Field at Capitol Edge in Sacramento.
Yep. I can't wait to see you and the rest of the boys in blue. Too excited to get back in there, especially after a tournament to warm up. But it's always, everyone always agrees, the best feeling in the world when you are playing paintball with the group that you actually play all the time with. The codes, you really understand and can trust how to play off each other. It takes away a lot of that overthinking of when you're guesting in with teams or you're trying to play or coach on a team that you guest in with in these other leagues. I always have the best time playing with Dynasty, so I can't wait to see you guys again. And Kyle, I won't see you as soon, but looking forward to seeing you too, my brother.
sir.
I hope you have a good few grind weekends and hopefully you win WCPPL.
Thanks, dude. Safe travels.
All right,
Thanks.
Joe. Thanks, man. See you soon. I'll have a gift for you when I see you.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys, and see you all, people who watch this show. Keep supporting.
Hell yeah.
Later.
Thanks, dude. Later. All right. Joe Barrett. Traveling man, dude. To be young again. All right, guys. Well, that was a fun show. That was a jam-packed show. Lots of information. Lots of good stuff in there. I think the biggest takeaway was buy Beyond Meat stock tomorrow morning at opening bell.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, we're up.
Dude,
We're up.
speaking of, look at that.
Are you winning on your fantasy football?
Yeah.
Dude, I am not. I'm not. I was doing well, and I had the second highest score in the league on this last week, but the guy who beat me had the highest score in the league. Lost by 1 point.
He's got like the most points in the league, and he's in third.
It sounds like me. All right, everybody. Well, thanks again for tuning in. I've got, let's see, what do we have here? So I had some stuff shipped, but it didn't arrive, and it was going to be a cool giveaway. But what we're going to do is we're going to push the giveaway to next week, and then we'll just load up, because I've got a jersey, some Gen X Global stuff. I've got this thing, which is a mystery gift right here that's going to go to Mega members. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to postpone it all till next week. Actually, I opened this box and I thought it was going to be the special Boat Squad gift. So next week will be a Boat Squad gift. This was also a nice thing, but some Dynasty socks.
Nice.
Dynasty socks. We've got Spicka Span Show mug.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that one has my name on it? This one maybe has your name on it? Great American Pew Pew. Okay, that'll be a little show giveaway. What else is in here? Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna dig around through this box of stuff that just showed up here. Another Great American one. This has got to be yours, right? This is a Kyle Spicka Span mug.
Nice.
No. The stocks will be very pliable and bendy. Guys.
The what?
Somebody made a very inappropriate joke on here. All right, everybody. I appreciate again the support. Thank you to all of our show sponsors: Pate Smith Law, Gen X Global, BFP Gear, NECTR. Oh, I've got this dropping at World Cup. This is a sample for one of my new signature series lines. I think this one looks pretty cool. Little RG18. It's got a little hidden. It's missing my hidden sea monster on here. So this will be the sample. So
Maybe it's just hidden really well.
no, it's not, because it's on this one, and I think he's back here somewhere, or maybe he's on the other one. We got there. You see, not hidden very well.
Oh, huh?
Yeah. So anyway.
And if you're at WC, stop by Tigerwear booth. Got some new stuff coming in, as well as a bunch of new headbands, apparel. And that's it.
That's it. Oh, also, in the meantime, for those of you who also were just gifted a membership from Chris and Little G from the Bean, and everybody who has joined, make sure you send over to our Instagram. Go to our Instagram and send over your addresses. If you've moved, send over your addresses. There are a lot of gifts that have gone unclaimed. That's why I have just stacks of bags here behind me. These are all shipping bags that have not gone out because we don't have everybody's shipping address. So if you are a show supporter, thank you very much for all that support. But there's a chance that you may have won some stuff and you have not received it. So I do keep a list of everything on here. So yeah, make sure you guys send us your addresses. You don't have to be present to win, but you gotta have an address so we can ship you stuff. Reckless Lemon, go ahead and go over to our Instagram, give us a follow, and then send us a DM so that way we have your address. Because luckily for you guys, while Google, I'm sure, and YouTube do have all of your data, they don't share it with us. Mm-hmm. So we can't. We just have like a random bunch of letters like RCKLSS_lemon. And that doesn't tell me your first, last name, social security number, address, date of birth, so I can't send anything to you or open up any lines of credit in your name. So go ahead and send all that information over to us, and Doc will get you locked in.
You got an easier way too that we could do it. Maybe you need like a landing page, and then you just type it in.
Mm-hmm. I still need to put it next to their name though, but that could work too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna figure it out. One of these days, we're gonna figure it out, guys. Shout out to Diesel Photos. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. And we appreciate all of your love and support. I think it's a good way of
See you next week.
All right, guys. See you next week. Chris, easy to build if you're a genius like yourself. Us, we're good at crunching chips.